The city slept under a mist of rain when Arya found herself walking toward the old wooden bridge at the edge of town. "Say, Vivin." T planned to go there. It was one of those evenings when her heart ached for a place that could listen without asking questions. Arya had always been the quiet observer, the one who noticed the sadness behind a smile, the hesitation in a voice, the stories people hid between pauses. She gave others the warmth she rarely asked for, weaving comfort into her words like invisible threads. Yet tonight, she felt the weight of all the emotions she had carried that weren't hers. The bridge creaked under a step, a familiar sound from her childhood. She used to come here with her notebook, writing about worlds that didn't exist but felt more like home than the one she lived in. Now, years later, she was back older, more careful with her words, but still longing for that same sense of meaning. A drop of rain touched her hand, and she smiled softly. She thought about how people often told her she was too deep, as if empathy were a flaw. They couldn't see how much effort it took to feel everything and still stay gentle. She wanted to explain that her silence wasn't the emptiness, it was the space where she gathered the world, piece by piece, until it made sense again. From across the bridge, an old man appeared, walking slowly with a lantern. He nodded, as if he'd been expecting her. "It's peaceful here," he said. "Yes," Arya replied. "It feels like the world stops pretending for a while." He chuckled quietly. "Maybe it's not the world that stops. Maybe it's you who finally allows it to just be." His words lingered. For a moment, she felt seen not for what she did, but for what she carried. When he left, the silence that followed felt different, lighter, as if the night itself had whispered back all the understanding she'd ever given away. Arya closed her eyes and breathed in the scent of rain and wood. She realized then that her sensitivity was not a burden, it was her bridge. Between hearts, between what is and what could be. And as she walked home, she smiled at the thought that maybe, just maybe, she was never truly alone in feeling so deeply.